Greetings everyone, we are Group 7 mga anak ni Broson. So we're going to present our group assessment about hacking and cracking. So these are my group members, Loredo, Liam Stanley, Pepito, Noel John, Serrano, Shemred, Tumala, Michael Angelo, and Berda Regina Rose. So first, we're going to discuss what is hacking and cracking and their differences. So, hacking is the act of compromising digital device and network by gaining unauthorized access to an account or computer system. Hacking is an illegal activity that provides a threat to the privacy of people on the network or system that you hack. But hacking sometimes helps because the security system of the network will be alarmed when they find out that their system can be easily accessed. So, what they will do is strengthen their security so that they will not be hacked. And sometimes, company hired hackers to make sure that their system is protected so that their customers' personal information is not exposed. Cracking is a technique used to invade computer or an entire computer security for malicious intent. Cracking is also a type of illegal activity that enters a network without the authority or anyone. And crackers do this to get information from the network or the system, and they can use that information with good or bad intention. Like when people want to get the password of their neighbor's Wi-Fi for them to be connected and have free internet. In my conclusion, hacking and cracking are both illegal activities, but hacking sometimes help build a network or help improve and strengthen the security network, while cracking helps to break the networks. It is often used for personal gain only. Also, hacking needs to have a deeper knowledge of programming, while cracking only needs some basic knowledge of programming for you to perform cracking.
Now we tackle the 3 examples of hacking and cracking incident happened in the last 7 years. First is the Philippine Electoral Records breach. The hack contains a huge amount of very sensitive personal data, including the fingerprints of million individuals, passport numbers, and expiry dates of million overseas workers. Recommended that Commission of Election makes a strong anti-hack system so any hackers cannot breach the system. It concludes that make sure every machine used in election has a server so the staff only of the commission monitored the machine. Second is video hacking incident. In December 2021, a group was able to illegally access bank accounts by allegedly bypassing the one-time PIN requirement, resulting in the draining of those account funds. The email confirmation received by the victims for most of the bank transfers showed that they had been made by Mark D. Nagoyo. Nagoyo is a Filipino word that can be loosely translated as swindled. I recommend do not click any uncertain transaction without a proof that transaction issued by the bank. It concludes, a phishing website is a fake website that is made to look like an official one in order to fool users into thinking they are using a legitimate website. It collects user data like credit cards, numbers, and other banking's detail.
Hi, my name is Shamir Serrano. This is one part of the example. The hacking and cracking incident happens in the last 7 years. The title of this is AXA ransomware attack. It is believed to have been carried out by the abandoned ransom group. Cybercriminals similarly tied to the group subsequently claimed they had stolen 3 terabytes of data, including personal data and medical records. recommend using virus scanner and content filter on your mail servers in a smart way to prevent ransomware. This program reduces the risk of spam with malicious attachment or infected link reach your mailbox. Includes that their IT teams make sure system has a stronger security and anti-breach system, so it's prevent to anyone has a reason for hacking. The the cybercriminals who seems tried to group claim their stolen three terabytes of data, stealing stealing the um, stealing and personal data, then medical records. This was a cried out on abandoned ransom group. This is important information, and to prevent this use to use virus scanner and content filters on your mail servers, and this is a smart way to prevent ransomware. Um, all they have are records was obtained by cybercriminals. It means they stole to important information that records they have, but it's thought to solve the problem. They restricted their system too much so that no one could hack anyone. So that is a part of one, the cracking and hacking. Thank you.
Good day. I'm here to discuss about computer and internet crimes, as well as examples of incidents that took place in the Philippines. Computer and internet crime, also known as cybercrime, is the crime committed using a computer or the internet as an instrument for illegal purposes. Some types of cybercrimes including identity theft and invasion of privacy, internet fraud, ATM fraud, wire fraud, and many more. Here are some examples of computer internet crimes that took place within the Philippines from the past 7 years. The first example is the Nigerian that stole over 8 million pesos in an online scam, an article by Cinco 2019. It was stated that the Nigerian introduced himself as a London-based Filipino contractor and asked a Filipino widow to send him $8 million, which later got discovered by the victim's family. Another example is the arresting of 39 phishing scammers in Manila, an article by Mendoza 2021. He stated that the raid took place at night where the Quezon City Police District or QCPD busted down the offices of Purse Intellect Marketing Campaign Services in Barangay Greater Lagro in Fairview, Quezon. It was then they caught the suspects red-handed while initiating illegal activities while also disregarding the quarantine protocols. According to the police, the suspects were targeting foreigners that are residing in the country. They also stated that when they were asked to present their documents, they could not provide any.
A news article published by Abadilla stated that spam messages and phishing attacks has tripled from June of 2021. Hundreds of phone numbers and scamming sites are being blocked to help prevent the people falling victim to these kinds of scams. The scam can be a form of an SMS message, an email, or a website that is disguising themselves as legitimate organizations to trick people into giving their personal data. During pandemic, where most of the people are staying in their homes and using the internet, the amounts of crimes in the internet are rising. In an article by Chris Mundo, there was an increase in digital fraud attempts against businesses and consumers in the Philippines during the COVID-19 pandemic. Based on a study, in around 3 months, 44% of Filipino consumers were targeted by digital fraud. In a different news article by Francia, the Philippine National Police has charged around 80 people in various cybercrime cases during the pandemic. The criminals were spreading fake news, online scams, and illegal online sale of medical supplies. During pandemic where people are a lot more active online, everyone should be extra careful of anything they visit on the internet. Do not give your personal information unless you know who you are talking to. Directly contact the official company when you receive suspicious requests. Always avoid spam links and suspicious websites, and be alert and mindful of the website you visit.
Once again, this was Group 7, Mga Anak ni Broson. Thank you for watching and have a great day.